everybody. It's so nice to see you all again. It's crazy. It's been 2 weeks since we've had a viewer call-in show, and the world feels like a totally different place. And I think in a good way. I think a lot of progress has been made. We will be returning to, I got some kind of goo on my phone. Sorry about that. It's distracting me. I don't know what it could be. All right, so anyway, we're going to try and return to programming as usual this coming week. And I'll reiterate this again tomorrow. But Marjorie, a BTT viewer, said, I hope that we don't lose sight of all that was accomplished this past week and all that was discussed just because, we're going back to normal. And I would agree with that. That's certainly, I've always tried to be inclusive and to highlight diversity. Maybe I'll get less flack for it. Somehow I hope so. But yes, I hope that I hope that we have made a lot of progress. And also, of course, Movie Math later today. So let's see, we have some new people who joined today. Let me say hi to them before. This is a viewer call-in show. It's a little different than a normal stream in that you can put your Skype name up there, and I call a couple of people and we find out what's going on with them in their corner of the globe. But some people joined today. Jordan Sharkey, hello, welcome. And I saw somebody else joined earlier before we started. I'd like to say hi to everyone. Casey McNatt, hello Casey. So those are our two new members today. Thank you for joining. And hello everyone, it's so nice to see you guys. So who would like to go first? Who would like to be called? So you just put your Skype name. You have to have Skype. And then I shall call you. This week I'm trying to be on the right sleep schedule. It's so far not going well. I'm going to say Monday is when the week starts. All right, let's see, A. Smalls. Let me see if I can get you, A. All right. Where's my Skype? There it is. Okay. Aubrey Smalls. There we go. All right, I'm waving at you, Aubrey. And as soon as you accept my invitation, I can call you. That's why I don't have the headset today, because I have to be able to make sure that you guys can be heard. Oh, great. All right. Thanks for being on top of it, Aubrey.
Hello?
Hi, do you have video?
Yes. Hello.
1 second. Yay! Oh, you look great. You look great. Okay, hold on.
I was in New York City.
Oh, yeah, I could tell that from your avatar. That's Times Square, right?
Yes.
Oh.
That was like one of the first trips that I ever took to New York. And that was one of the first moments I was like, oh, yeah, this is
And now you live here.
Yeah, now I live here.
Oh, that's great. All right, well, I'm being selfish. Let me turn myself off so everyone can just see you. I'm like already starting my conversation with Aubrey. So, Aubrey, I love that painting behind you.
Thank you. Very stylish. We got a cute little apartment going on in here.
Oh, that's lovely. How long have you been stuck in there?
Since March 12th.
Right?
12th.
I've been in here since March 17th.
Yep. March 12th was my birthday too. That was when we all got sent home from my job, and we were all like working from home at the time.
Oh.
And so it was the first day officially that I was like, and I've been here ever since.
Oh, are you able to work from home now?
So I'm not gonna say the name of my company, but it was a pretty big company, and we had like mass furloughs and firings suddenly in April. So I unfortunately was furloughed like in April, like a month into working from home. So I haven't been since.
I'm glad you weren't fired.
I know. I'm so thankful. Like, it was so sad, watch people you care about, like, have worked, just, like, straight up get...
That's crazy. Yeah. So, I know
Yeah.
we start, in New York, we start phase 1 tomorrow. Does that affect your company, or do you have to wait until another phase?
So, we it was advertising basically. I'll say
Okay.
that. Like,
Yeah, don't say your
advertising.
company.
Yeah,
I don't want to
yeah,
get you in
yeah,
trouble.
yeah.
I like you being furloughed, Aubrey. Let's keep it that way.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. We relied on like advertising to businesses. So like businesses doing well, especially like just like small businesses, especially like it helped that they were doing well. So now that no one's doing well across the board, now that even like it doesn't matter if barbers or like nail salons
Yeah.
if you're really open, like there's going to be so much more. I feel like we'll have to go through before even advertising.
Yeah,
Digital
I think phase
advertising
2 is when most companies will open up here in New York, but I heard that might not be until July now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah.
So what do you do? Let's talk about positive things. I hope everything's going well
Yes,
for
yes.
you. I don't want to
Yes, I had
focus
a
too much
message.
on this.
No,
Let's.
I had a message.
Uh,
I
so-
wanted to say,
yes.
I have been following you. I've watched your reviews for so many years. I have been like, especially like during these times, like I am Black, I'm a little person, so I'm like disabled, and I'm like LGBTQ, so it's like I just like there's so many things throughout the years you could have I've like over the years you have people you watch and then they say things that like. And you just have never been that person from my experience.
Oh, that's so
I'm
sweet
so
of you.
thankful. And especially when it comes to like, I'm an actor and a writer as well as a screenwriter. So
Oh,
like,
that's wonderful.
you've always like pushed for like new Black content, Black queer content, Black disabled queer content, like throughout the years. And it's just like nice knowing that like someone out there one day is gonna be like, that's a cool concept for something, because I just only exclusively write like disabled, Black, diverse content.
Well, that's wonderful because that's authentic to you. You know, they say write what you know, and I think that's really important. What did you think of Justice Smith coming out yesterday? Did I lose you? Can you not hear me? Oh, there you are. Okay. Can you hear me now? All right, good. All right, good. What did you think of Justice Smith coming out yesterday?
I thought that was great. I think it's really important. I kind of already suspected, like, it's not like I thought it was a secret necessarily, but I still think it's important. I think it's, like, anytime anybody speaks up, regardless, I think it's important. I think it, like, if any of these people, when I was a young queer kid, like, spoke up, that would have been really nice. So,
Well, yeah. Like sometimes some people are like, oh, if someone wants to stay in the closet, Grace, you should let them. And I do think that's true. But I do feel like you can't underestimate the importance of taking someone who people really love and saying, well, hey, guess what? That person is a member of this community.
Yes.
And I think that's just so crucial. So everyone who's seen Detective Pikachu and Jurassic World is like, yeah, I love that guy. And I hope that.
It's so important. It's like, same for like Star Wars and Marvel and all these people. That's my only question. Like, with all these huge people, like all these big studios, all these directors saying, I stand with Black Lives Matter. Do you think finally we're going to see any type of, because like, it's great to see all these studios and stuff saying that, but at the end of the day, it took how many Marvel movies over how many years until we got the first like sole Black minority lead, like, so it's like, do you think we'll ever really see it? Do you think they're just gonna buy a lot of property right now and be like, we'll make stuff and then not really do it, or
Well,
I don't know.
It's tough. I think that we have to see, Hollywood again is driven by money. And so I think someone has to take that risk. And that's why what Christopher Nolan is doing with Tenet is so crucial.
So good. So good.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that he cast John David Washington in a role that doesn't seem like it's a role written for a Black actor.
I'm so happy.
Yeah, that's the next step, where it's not like, oh, this character came from a certain neighborhood, or this character is representing this group. Like, it has to not be in the script at all. It just has to be, oh yeah, the actor happens to be Black. And then I think the next group should be LGBT characters. Like, that's what I like so much about Space Force.
Space Force, yep.
Yeah, that,
I'm going to be watching it just for you, Grace.
Have you been enjoying it? Some people like it, some people hate it.
I'm
If you don't like it, that's fine.
I like people involved. I think I think it's very well done. Everyone's doing a great job acting wise. I love the creator. I love what he's done. I'm gonna watch it so we can get that stream. But we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. How many episodes in are you?
Like 3.
Oh, so he hasn't even come out on the show.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Know. Like, that's why I'm like, I'm watching it for you.
Well, I thought he was really great, and I did think it was unfortunate they didn't show him with his partner.
Yes.
You know,
I
actually show them together. Hopefully, they get a second season and they can explore that. But I thought, you know, that's what I think is, so that's what I hope comes out of this. You know, I think we have to do away with the sympathy stuff of like, oh, we feel bad for you. Okay, here's some stuff, and then that never sticks.
Yeah.
It has to be everybody has a seat at the table. That's why I'm such a big fan of meritocracy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think people should be judged on just themselves. I think everyone should be a case by case basis. I feel really strongly about that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that means approaching everybody with a blank slate.
Exactly. Equal opportunity. There's so many talented people across the board. It's like, it's so sad to see so many like talented actors like across the board. And I would just love to see a future where there's just like, it's just not a question anymore.
Well, yeah, like the one thing I want to say about this also is that when I watch old films, like classic films, and I see actors of color who have like these bit roles, and you're like, what must it have been like for them to be on set and still want to be actors in a profession that they knew they would never be able to move forward?
That's so funny because I was literally thinking when I had seen the show Hollywood, I was so interested in Netflix show. I was so interested because at first I thought it was like the concept of maybe like because they were like doing the advertising like redoing Hollywood or like reforming Hollywood. So I thought maybe like, oh, Black people maybe during that time, them envisioning them as like in those roles, but they weren't actually, and it didn't end up being, I mean, kind of that way, I guess.
Yeah, it was a little bit like that.
It is interesting to think about, and I think it's an interesting perspective because I grew up watching all of those movies. My parents, we watched all of those movies. Like, Thinking of the Sound of Music's my favorite film of all time. Like, I grew up on those movies, and it is interesting because I grew up in a white household. I was adopted, so it was interesting. Like, I was the only Black person, and then no other Black people in these movies, and it's like,
That's right. Well, it seems like
I love these movies.
It seems like your adopted parents did a fantastic job.
Fantastic job.
That's great. So, what have you been watching to get yourself through quarantine?
So I honestly, one of my favorite films, this is going to be horrible to say, but I love Ari Aster, and Midsommar is one of my favorite films. So I've just been watching that, like...
That's pretty intense, Aubrey, to watch multiple times.
In my defense, what I do is I'll just, like, I just think it's a fantastic film, and I appreciate it just so much for, like, as an actor, like, Florence Pugh.
Yeah.
It's incredible, and she's like the same age as me, so it's like
she's
she
very
was, like,
talented.
younger when she filmed it, incredibly talented. So it's just like if I ever like need creative fuel because I've been trying to write a lot, I'll just skip to portions. Where
that's wonderful.
I appreciate like this element or how this was shot or how like this was, and I don't watch the whole thing. I skip through all of that, but I love him as a writer, and I love that movie. I've been trying to watch. I've been trying to do the HBO Max thing.
They have some great classics on there. You know, I have to say, I think it's wonderful that you are, while you're furloughed, you decided to take that time and use it to focus on your craft.
Yes, I'm trying to. Because this is the only time. Like, I'm a go. Like, as much as I'm an actor, like I had a full-time office job. Like, I accept the reality of it. So this is like the only time when I'll ever have time to like.
You know, something that really helped me was I would listen to scores, like music sound.
I do it all the time.
Yeah, for writing, I think it's just helped so much to get the kind of music that you're working on, right?
I love the Midsommar playlist soundtrack.
It's that's great.
Incredible.
What other scores do you listen to write to?
I like Alexander Desplat. I butchered his name, but that's unfortunate.
He's great.
I generally, to be honest, when I was younger, I used to get really it used to I used to go to sleep peacefully if I listened to classical music, and it didn't have to be a specific composer. So like now I just turn on classical music in general. Sometimes specific scores really set with me.
Yeah, it has to not have words in it, because then you can't
Yeah,
write.
it just has to not have words and kind of have like, it can't be dull and it can't be too like, but yeah.
I listen to Johann Strauss II to go to sleep.
Okay.
Try that. It's very like fairy tale kind of music, you know, when you think of like princesses and stuff like that. It's like that's the kind of music. But that's great. Good luck with your writing. Aubrey, it was so wonderful to talk to you.
Thank you. It's so nice to finally meet you.
It was so nice to meet you. Let me say bye to you. Hold on. It's so nice to meet you. You're
So
really
nice.
inspiring. And I do love that painting. Did you paint that or did you get it?
Oh, no.
Well, you can do so many things, Aubrey. I didn't know for sure.
Please. Not that, though.
Oh, it's wonderful to meet you.
You as well. Stay safe.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
All right. Oh, he was great. I told you, you guys are all so wonderful. All right, Jake Chandler. Let's talk to Jake. All right. You know, I finished Doom Patrol this week. Last week. It was so good. There it is. All right, Jake. I just said hi to you. We'll go to like 11:45 today. Oh, great. Okay. I always go longer than I intend because I love talking to you guys so much. Hi! Do you have video?
Yes.
Hooray! Hi! Oh, wow. Everybody has such nice artwork. Wow, those are beautiful. Well, hold on. Let me take myself off so everyone can see them. All right, what are we looking at there? What's that artwork?
This is my favorite artist, Jason Palmer.
Yeah? I see some Spider-Man.
Yeah, we have Spider-Man Far From Home, some Captain America, Peggy Carter up there.
Oh, so a lot of Marvel stuff, right?
Oh, yes. I'm a major Marvel fan.
Oh, that's awesome. How are you handling this huge break in content?
Well,
It's taking forever.
I've watched an embarrassing amount of content.
Well, what do you think of this? I mean, like, we were supposed to get Black Widow in May, and now hopefully Falcon Winter Soldier is coming in August, but, you know, it's like a really long break.
Yes, I completely agree. I hope Mulan comes on digital because I need something from Disney.
Yeah, right? Or will we have Artemis Fowl on Friday?
Yes, I'm excited for something.
We'll take it.
Something.
Right? So,
Yeah.
so I think that, like, I think that the Marvel shows hopefully will come, because it's just too long a break. It's been over a year now.
I need WandaVision right now.
Yes, I hope that's still set for December, but I'm really excited. I have a WandaVision video coming tomorrow. I have to edit it today.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yes, so yeah, it's crazy. And also, they can't even really discuss anything because nothing's happening. So we don't even have any news, really. So it's been just... So how are you... What are you doing? You're watching Marvel content. What else are you doing?
There's a lot of Netflix. There's a lot of Apple TV Plus.
Ah.
I actually watched quite a bit of it. Morning Show, Truth Be Told, Defending Jacob was incredible.
Wasn't it?
Home Before Dark.
I think if Defending Jacob had been on a different streaming service, it would have done much better.
I had to wait until it all came out.
So, yeah, it's bingeable. It's a binging
I watched
show.
the first 3 episodes and I said, nope, I'll wait.
Yeah,
And then on the last day it came out, I watched it all.
Yeah. I watched all 8 episodes in less than 24 hours.
Yeah.
I thought that it was that good.
I wish I could.
Right? It was a shame that they did that with that show. I think they have to do a better job of understanding what's bingeable and what's week to week.
Yeah, I think these streaming services need to follow in Netflix's
Don't you think?
footsteps because they're killing it with all their content. And
Right?
people love it. Listen to the audience. Come on.
So if you're a big Marvel fan, what's your favorite MCU movie?
I can't pick a favorite favorite, but my top three is Civil War, Black Panther, and Spider-Man Far From Home.
Oh, I like that. That's a good top three.
Yeah.
That's a very good top three. I really liked Mysterio.
Yes. And I think he's an interesting villain. I think just those villains are the most interesting to me, is why. Him, Killmonger is by far one of the best, and the fact right now, Civil War the world feels like a civil war.
It does. So, oh yeah, I forgot to ask you, where are you located?
Oh, I'm in California.
Ah, so it's early for you. Ah, you're a trooper to get up so early on a Sunday.
No, I'm usually up by 7.
So,
Anyways.
what's your situation? Are you in school? Are you out of school?
No, I'm out of school. Right now, kind of furloughed. I'm a communication specialist
Oh,
for a
cool.
healthcare consulting company, and since the courts are closed, we're not doing much.
Okay.
And so my boss is just paying us like the bare minimum.
Well, I'm glad you're getting something.
It's really nice, and I appreciate it a lot. But I'm like considering, what do I do for more income? I don't want to leave. But,
When do you think that you might be back at work? Has there been any discussion about it?
well, when the courts do open, they're going to go, I assume, with the criminal and not necessarily civil.
Mm-hmm.
And so for work, who knows
Yeah.
what my company's going to be doing, but I'm hoping by August.
I hope so too. Are you quarantining by yourself? Or are you with anybody
No,
else?
I'm with my family.
Oh, that's great.
It's been very beneficial.
That's wonderful.
Especially, I don't have to pay rent right now.
That's wonderful. That's
good.
very important.
And,
What phase are you in over there? Or you've started reopening?
I think so. I don't know. I really don't know what's going on. It's back and forth, one thing to another.
Well, it's
I think
hard
one thing
because
too, but then I think I just heard that schools and churches and something else were opened, and that was in phase 3. So maybe we're there.
yeah, it's hard. I mean, also, I think the protests have made it seem like coronavirus is over, but we're actually dealing with both things.
Yeah. And then going to stores, people aren't wearing masks, and it's just so weird.
Do you wear a mask? Are you wearing a mask?
Yes, I do.
You
I
know,
think I tweeted you my Mickey Mouse comic book mask.
oh yeah, that's fantastic. Yeah, you have to be really careful. I think someone once said to me that if you can tell who feels they have something to lose by who puts a seatbelt on.
Yeah.
It's like it's just such a little thing. Why would you take the risk?
Right.
So is there anything else that you wanted to add? Anything else you wanted to say? Any advice that you have? Any good food that you've been enjoying? Like, I've discovered zucchini potato pancakes. They're
What?
delicious.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
they're so good. You can order
Zucchini
these.
potato pancakes.
Yeah, they're so good. So they have a little bit of vegetable in them, and they come already ready-made, and you heat them up, and they're so delicious.
Oh my goodness, I love banana pancakes, and I think I've tried a sweet potato pancake recipe before, but that zucchini sounds so good.
Oh, it's very good. I highly recommend it. If you can find it out there, delicious.
I like corn fritters too.
Oh, those are also good.
Cream corn pancakes, so good. As far as content to recommend, I have so much on my list. Right now I'm watching Motherland, Fort Salem.
Oh, how do you like it?
It's really interesting.
That's like the witch show, right? The witch's show?
Yeah. I just don't understand it, and so that's why I kind of hate it, because I want to.
That's fantastic.
But I think the writing is good, and it's interesting that I don't know anybody in the cast, and I kind of appreciate that.
Oh, that's awesome. Where is it available if anybody else wants to check it out?
It's on Hulu. It was a freeform show. This is America. Highly recommend that.
Isn't that great?
You recommend it.
I loved it. I'm into Betty Broderick. I can't believe I'm watching Dirty John Betty Broderick with Christian Slater and Amanda Peet. But it's really scraping the bottom of the barrel time over here. You know, because
Yeah.
like there's really very little content, and I'm enjoying that. It's the reason I mentioned it is it's a good counter to Mrs. America because it deals with the housewife in the '80s and what her life was like.
Yeah. I have Space Force on my list. 13 Reasons Why, the final season. Um,
That's a pretty good list. You got some good stuff to work through.
I was gonna watch Batwoman. That was on my list too. But I don't know since they're recasting her.
Yeah. Do you have HBO Max?
I don't.
Oh, so
I'm
yeah,
really
you'd have to pay
late.
for it. HBO Max is on there for free, or it's part of the
Yeah.
service. But if you have to pay for it, yeah, I don't know if they're going to change the character if it's worth getting into that.
No, we have Verizon, so I got Disney Plus for free.
Oh, that's great. I think Verizon customers might also get HBO Max for free, so you should look
Really?
into that. Just try entering your
I'm gonna look
info and see if it works.
Sounds
All right,
good.
let me say bye to you. Hold on.
Okay. Thank you for calling
Oh,
me.
my pleasure. It's so nice to meet you.
It was so nice to meet you
Stay
too.
safe.
Been a huge fan since 2014, 13.
Oh.
I don't know.
I really appreciate that. Thank you for sticking with me.
My family thinks I have this weird obsession with you, but it's just I enjoy your content.
Tell 'em we're now
That's what
past.
Essentially what. And thank you for making fun content during this crazy time.
Oh, it's my pleasure. That was such a nice thing for you to say. It's nice to
great.
meet
Thank
you.
so much.
Bye. Oh, what a nice guy. Everybody's so great. All right, Max. You had great timing. All right, Max. Let's see here. Let me see here. Movie. There we go. Movie. Were you already? I think. Let's see here. Oh, we did a call. Okay. I was like, I don't want to call someone who's been on the show before. But we just talked privately. I was doing calls. Hey, the super reviewer.
Hey.
Hi, I can't see you. Where are you? Where are you?
I'm not familiar with stuff.
No problem. You gotta turn the video camera thing on. Yay! Hi!
Hey,
Hi, hold on. Let me hear
how
about
are you?
Good, it's good to see you again. Oh, you went away.
Sorry.
Hey! Yay! All right, let me get rid of myself. So who's in your avatar picture there again?
That is Peppermint. That is Peppermint. She's a drag queen.
Oh, that's awesome. That's very cool. So, how you doing? Where are you located?
I'm from Mississippi.
How are things in Mississippi right now?
We're good. We're opening up. Like I think I told you last time. I work at Walmart. We're opening up. We pretty much opened up everything that I know of, except movie theater. Some places are not.
Yeah. Oh, were you on the calling show before?
Yeah.
Oh, Max, I can't do two people. I can't have you do it twice. It's not fair to everybody else who hasn't been on yet. But is there anyone? But really quick, since you're on, I don't want to just hang up. What's going on with you? Can you give us an update?
Just same old. Just work and stuff. Hey, I don't know if you've been looking at the comments, but we got on this tangent of storm casting.
Oh yes.
What do you think? Some are saying I would love to see Halle Berry come back. Others are saying cast a new girl.
I would
What do you
cast
think?
the actress from I think someone put off the top of my head I think it's Jodie, right? I saw somebody put her
Jodie
name.
Turner-Smith. I think
Yes,
she's
I think
fabulous.
Jodie Turner-Smith. I said that as soon as I saw her be cast in Queen and Slim. I was like, that's Storm. That's Storm. I think she'd be a
Storm.
great choice.
That
Maybe
she's
Halle
great.
Berry could be cast in another role, in Black Panther 2. I think she's obviously a really important actress in the black community in Hollywood, iconic for her win, her Oscar win. But I just think that I think I would go with someone new.
Isn't she trying to make a comeback next year? Like she's doing a.
Yeah, she's directing her own movie and everything, but yeah. Yeah, so I think, yeah, she's going to direct her own movie. She thinks she plays like a boxer. So good
Yeah,
for
I
her.
saw that.
Good for her. So I'd love to see her have a comeback, but I'd like to see a different Storm. So let me say bye to you. It's
Bye.
hold on. Let me say I want to see you. Bye. It's nice to see you. I'm glad you're doing well and everything's okay. All right. It's always nice to see you. Bye. So yeah, so don't put your name in if you've already been on because it's not fair to people who haven't had a chance to talk. But I do appreciate, Max, your enthusiasm. It was so nice to hear from you. All right, let's see here. Let's see. Are there any female? I'd like to try and mix it up. Any female viewers here today? You still have my coffee mug, Rolanda? I'm trying to get merch back maybe sometime in the next few months. Everything's been slowed down because of coronavirus. Hey, Ariel. Ariel, do you want to Skype? Let's see here. Just give it a minute, or else I shall call somebody else who's on here. Karen, yes, you did already call in. I appreciate your honesty. William says I'm not awake enough, or I would. That's hilarious. I understand it is Sunday morning. I'll give it just a minute, and then I'll check and see what's in here. Hi, Frank. Emily, I don't have any merchandise right now, unfortunately. Let's see here. Give it just another second. If you want to talk, you have to put your Skype name in so I can call you. Do David? Where's David? I see his last request, but I don't see his Skype name. David. David, where is his Skype name? I cannot call unless I see his Skype name. Ariel, your Skype name is really long? Uh-oh. I'll type it in if you write it down. I'm waiting for David or Ariel, and then if we don't get it in the next minute or so. David, I don't see your name. You have to put it in the comments. All right, Ariel's going to go for it. It's good, Ariel. I'm ready. Hey, Ramon. Casey, I would love a Superman movie with Brainiac as the villain. It must be complicated, Ariel. It's taken a long time, but I'm ready. I'm waiting. I'm patient. You don't have to change it. Just put it in. I will type it in. I don't care how long or crazy it is. I'm ready. Oh, there's David's. All right, David. Ariel, still type yours in, please. Okay, hi. And then Ariel, did you type it into the comments? Because I don't see it. I just see you're saying I typed it. Oh, Ariel, I'm sorry it's not working. Why don't you see if you can try it again. Let me just give you one. I'll try it again. And David, I'm waiting for you to accept my invitation so I can call you. Oh, you did. Okay, we'll call you in just a second, David. Let me just see if I can get Ariel in here. Give it just another minute. I just want to have it so I see it and I can put it in. All right. Well, let's call David and Ariel. I'll go back and see if I can see yours. Okay. I don't know why it's not going through because it's not even like it's not hidden. That's really unfortunate, Ariel. I'm not quite sure why that's happening. Bye, Casey. I'm not quite sure why, because it's not even like hidden. Because I could make it visible. All right, so let me try calling David, and then we'll see Ariel if we can get it to work for you, and you'll be the last call. All right. Hi, hi. How are you?
How are you?
Oh, very good, very good. All right, let me get rid of myself so everyone can just see you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
All right, so here's David. So David, was there a Captain America shield in your wall?
Yes, it's at the top of my room there.
That's pretty cool. Is it like stuck in the wall, like capped through it or something? Is that how it's supposed to look?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, they do loads of like an Iron Man one and stuff as
Oh,
well.
that's awesome. That's very cool. So you're Team Cap.
Yeah, I am. Yeah. I was originally Iron Man, I think, for most of it, but then Winter Soldier completely changed it for me. I absolutely love Winter Soldier.
Oh, that's awesome. That's great. So you're in the UK, I see.
I am. Yes. Yeah. Leeds, UK.
So where in the UK is Leeds? I don't know my UK map very well.
So I don't know if you know West Yorkshire. It's further up north of
Oh,
England.
cool. So
So
is it
kind of near where like Dean is. He was from like Sheffield. Leeds is like like an hour away from there.
is it like an urban area or is it more countryside?
Yeah, it's pretty urban. Yeah.
Oh, that's very cool. So
It's-
how are you guys dealing with coronavirus? What's going on over there?
It's still pretty bad. I think we just hit about 40,000 deaths now. But
Oh,
they're starting
wow.
to open up. So they're opening up areas every like couple of weeks now. I think schools are starting to open back up.
So
The stores are starting as well.
oh, that's good. That's good. So are you in school? Are you out of school?
I'm about to finish my final year of university. This week is my last week of uni.
Oh, wow.
World, so
Are you going to have a
Yeah.
graduation? Are you going to have a digital graduation?
I'm not sure. We've just been told it's been delayed. I think they said they're going to deliver everything through the post for actual like the graduation papers. But as far as I'm aware, I haven't been told that I've got a ceremony or anything like that.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. But that's very exciting that you're graduating. What did you study? What was your focus of study?
Animation and visual effects, and I want to go into 3D work.
Oh, wow, that's so exciting.
Yeah, so I've been watching a lot of Mandalorian, and you know, like they released those like behind the scenes episodes that they're bringing out now.
So
I
have
think
they released episode 3 yet with the behind the scenes and everything?
Yeah, episode 4. I watched one of your videos. You were on about episode 4 that you really like, the
Yes.
technology one, Mandalorian.
I would definitely watch that.
That's like the area I want to go into, so I'll
Have
watch that
you
episode.
have you interned anywhere?
No, I was originally, but then I just decided to get on with my final year. But it is getting a bit hard to find a job at the minute.
Oh,
especially
yeah,
with
well-
coronavirus.
Right now, everybody's working from home. But I think there are a lot of good VFX houses in the UK, right?
Yeah, they're all down in London, which is the issue though, because I'm further up in the north. It's harder to get back down or get to London without moving.
How long of a commute is it to London from where you are?
It's about a 4-hour train journey, I
Oh,
think.
that's a long trip. Do you
Yeah,
think
so
you might move down there?
I see myself eventually in the near future moving down there, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's so exciting. That's great. That's such an exciting career path, and there are so many great movies to work on, especially these days. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, I love it. Eventually I want to be able to work on like those big like Marvel blockbuster movies and stuff. That's like my inspiration. to
Oh,
keep going.
sure. I can definitely see that happening. You know, where is Leavesden? Where's the Leavesden studio in relation to you?
The what studio, sorry?
Leavesden, right? Where they shoot all these big movies? Right? Like the Warner Brothers bought it, right? So there's like the famous...
Oh, Warner Brothers one. That is still further down London. I think it's near the Birmingham area.
Yeah, so it's in that area.
Still, that's further. That's still quite a trek for me, but it's more manageable. So.
Well, that's a good place to start. We were talking a couple of weeks ago to another BTT viewer, Connie, who went into animation, and she started out working at that facility. She got a job there. Yeah, so maybe that's a good place to start, and you can meet some of the people who are working. Because every big movie, actually you probably know this, but for the people who are watching, every big movie has to have the VFX supervisor on set to advise them how to film. So maybe you could meet some people that way. That could be an interesting, middle step if you need it.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I watched a lot with the Marvel supervisor, visual effects supervisor, because what they did on Endgame and Infinity War was like mind blowing and incredible. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
With the Mandalorian, the way they do it, I'm absolutely fascinated by the whole visual screen that goes around the entire stage. Is amazing.
That's it's gonna change the game that they can do it that way. I mean, it's just incredible. Yeah. So what have you been doing to stay sane during quarantine?
A lot of like personal project work and watching movies and TV. A lot.
Well, for you that's work. For you that's work, David. So you're.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So mainly watching movies, to be honest. And Lord of the Rings. I've watched a lot of Lord of the Rings.
Oh, that's awesome.
I've been addicted to watching Lord of the Rings and the Hobbits and stuff like that. And I've been rewatching all the X-Men because I love Logan and like X-Men First Class and Days of Future Past. I love those movies.
The X-Men movies, it's a shame they went out on such a low note, but they were really good for a while. They were really, really good.
Yeah, and I feel like they have so much potential with those characters and the actors and. Yeah, I like Apocalypse personally. I really enjoyed
it. Me too.
That.
I had a good time with Apocalypse. I thought it was better than everybody said, and I thought the Dark Phoenix had good moments. I thought the stuff with Jean Grey was good.
Yeah, I thought the favorite part was the train sequence bit.
Especially because you're interested in VFX. I can imagine that's why you like that in particular, right?
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's
that was a good sequence, though. I thought it was interesting. I always love to see the X-Men use their powers in tandem. That's what they're supposed to do.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, Rashad wants to know...
More Magneto as well, actually. I like to see Magneto get completely let loose. And
I couldn't agree more. He's great. And I thought Michael Fassbender was a great Magneto. You have a question here. Rashad wants to know who you would cast as Gambit.
Oh, Gambit. I actually don't know how to cast it. I'd still like to see Channing Tatum give it a go.
I thought he was well cast.
Yeah, and it's a shame because he's never had the chance to really do anything with it. Nothing's come of it. It's kind of.
So technically, he didn't actually have the role, so it wouldn't be a fight. You can still think he was original.
I can't think who I'd play as Gambit because I'm not too familiar with him in the comics. I've only just started reading like a load of Marvel comic books. I've just got a big collection of graphic novels. So
that's great. Oh, that's awesome.
So I'm trying to catch up with all that, and I've just read, is it House of M?
Yes. You're getting ready for WandaVision?
Yeah, I'm really excited for WandaVision. I can't wait for all the Marvel shows, but they need to kind of like get here. I've been waiting so long for it now.
It's been really a long time.
Yeah, it's insanely long. I got Disney Plus for like the whole year, but I'm finding it like the lack of content a little bit boring now. I've kind of seen most stuff on Disney Plus anyway before I hit. I've seen all the Marvel and Star Wars stuff, so I need like new stuff.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think I should focus more on watching this HBO Max and Disney Plus stuff. Sometimes I buy movies from Apple, but I should just watch what's free on these services.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So did you get? Oh, HBO Max isn't even available for you.
It's not. The HBO Max isn't. But I think they're like partnered or linked with Sky. They're the same. Like they're owned by Warner Brothers maybe or something like that. So because usually like when Game of Thrones came out, it came for Sky Atlantic in the UK.
Yeah.
Whereas it's HBO America, so it might come out on Sky or something like that. But I haven't heard anything.
Well, before we go, David, is there anything else you wanted to add? It was so nice to be able to talk to you, and everybody was such a good proponent for you. They were like, "Call David," so that's great.
Thank you. No, it's just been really. I love watching. I still watch all your trailer reactions. Like, I love going back and watching like the ones that you used to do. It gets me really like hyped up for a movie, even though it's already come out.
Well, I hope
love
trailers.
trailer reactions.
That makes me feel so nice, David. I hope trailers come back soon. It was nice to have the Tenet one the other week.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, and it's we need new movies again.
Right? It's taking forever. So I want stuff to pick up, and then we can go back to having our fun.
Yeah, can't wait. And thanks to people recommending me in the chat as well. Really appreciate that.
Let me say bye to you. Hold on. It was so nice to meet you. It was really nice to meet you. And good luck with your studies. It's really cool what you're working to do, and that's a really great career path.
Cheers, thank you. I'm really excited about it.
Okay, keep me posted.
I will do.
Okay, all right.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, everybody's so nice. You guys are the nicest people ever. Ariel, it didn't work. I'll do one more call. Portis, did I call you already? I feel like I called you. Let's see. My phone will tell me. Nope, we've never spoken. So, is this you, Frenchie Portis? Oh, see how it is here. Okay, great. So this will be the last call of the day. Ariel, if you can try and change your thing, I'll call you next week. Hi! Hi! Oh, wow! Hi, it's so nice to meet you.
Nice
Okay.
to meet you too.
Let me take myself off so everyone can just see you. Oh, what a great clear picture. Here, so Frenchie Portis?
It's Frankie.
Frenchie.
Now it's very weird. Yes.
Oh, okay. So what's your name?
So my name is Frankie Portas. Yes.
Oh, that's your actual name?
Yeah, it's my actual name.
Your name Frenchie? That's fantastic.
Frankie. It's like Frankie, but it's just spelled very weirdly.
Oh, that's great. So where are you? Where are you located?
I live in London, East London.
Oh, wow. So you and David are both in the UK.
Yes.
Have you ever been to Leeds?
I have not. No.
Well, it's 4 hours away. You know.
Yeah. I've traveled around the UK, but not to Leeds, unfortunately.
So how long have you been in the UK? Because you don't have a British accent.
No. I grew up in New York City, actually.
Oh, wow. Hey,
Yeah.
fellow New Yorker. So what made you move to London?
Yeah, I moved to London around 7 years ago. And I came here for school, and I just stayed after that.
Oh, that's awesome. What did you study?
I studied business for my undergrad, and then I studied publishing for my master's.
And so what do you do? You don't have to tell us what company you work for, but what do you do?
So I work in a publishing company, actually. We publish books.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Is your company able to continue? Because, everybody can write from home.
Yeah. So it's still continuing. Some people have been let go, but because
I'm sorry
it's
to
an
hear
office
that.
job, because it's an office job, most people have been able to stay home and work. Yeah.
So are you an editor? Do you work in some other part of the publishing?
No. I work in production. I work in the production side. So we basically decide on the finishes for the book, how the book is going to look.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Did you like the ending of Little Women when she made her book?
Yes. It was a very different way of doing it back then, but
Yes.
it applies the same.
Can you tell
to
us any
now.
tricks that helps a book sell visually?
It's always good to have something on your cover that stands out. One of the things that they taught us in school was that blood seems to always be a factor in that. Every time you have blood on your cover, it really
Really?
it stands out. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, but that's one of the ones that they said that's why all the vampire books were selling, because of the blood that was on the covers.
That's so cool. I love it.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, that book's covered in blood. I should read it. Are you a reader? Do you like to read?
I do, yes. I started out reading books, but then when I started watching your channel, I started reading comics.
Oh,
And,
yay!
yeah. My first comics that I read were your comics, actually.
Oh, I'm
Yeah, so
honored.
I started
Thank you.
with Suburban Comics. Yeah, they were really good. And then the last one I read actually was the House of M as well, which was really good.
Did you read it to get ready for WandaVision?
Yes.
I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, me too. I think it's going to be really different from, like you said, it's going to be really different from the comic just because of, Magneto and all that stuff and the mutants. But yeah, I'm really excited for it. I think it's going to be really good.
Yeah, I have a WandaVision video coming out tomorrow, and I've pieced together a large part of the story. I think the setup. So I'm pretty. I think I have. Let's see. It all focuses on whether or not Evan Peters is playing Mephisto, as is the theory. But if he is, I think it's pretty compelling where they could go with it.
Oh, that's exciting.
So, what do you think? So, are you a Marvel person or are you a DC person? Do you like both?
I like the X-Men and Marvel, but I'm more of a DC person. I like the mythology behind Superman.
Oh, yes.
But I really like the Rogues Gallery for Batman.
He has the best Rogues Gallery. Superman actually has a pretty weak Rogues Gallery, in my opinion. I mean, he has a couple standouts like Brainiac, but his Rogues villain is not great.
I think the one that usually always goes with Superman is always Lex Luthor, which has been done so many times.
Yes, but he's such a. What do you think of? Do you like Lex Luthor regular, or do you like Super Suit Lex Luthor?
I think I like the regular Lex Luthor. I think it's more. I think the super one, it's just not very realistic.
Yeah.
Although it's comics, but yeah.
People here want to know who's your favorite X-Men.
I really like Jean Grey, but I think Magneto and Jean Grey are my favorites.
Those are great characters. They have the coolest powers, in my opinion.
Yeah, and also Mystique is really cool as well.
Yes, I hope they bring her back.
I was reading, the House of M and House of Powers specs, because then they broke off of that, and there were individual comics, and I kind of lost track because it would start with a storyline with one of the comics, and then it would just never be revisited.
Yeah.
I think there was one with Mystique about her partner. I can't remember if she was me.
Oh, Destiny.
Yes, and I don't know. I think I have to go back into it because I don't think they revisited that storyline where she was gonna exact revenge against the mutants because of that.
Yeah, it's weird. Crossover events, like these overarching crossover events, are not always particularly well run. They don't always come back together.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that you're. So how is quarantine there? So are you guys opening back up soon in London?
It looks like things are opening back up, but to be honest, I kind of stay away from watching the news just because it got overwhelming after a month. So I do, but I did hear that I think next week, like retail stores will start opening up again, and I think service stores like restaurants and stuff will open in July.
When do you think you'd feel comfortable going back to the movie theater?
To be honest, I can't wait. I think I'll wear a mask, but
yeah,
I think as soon as they open, I'll be going back.
Right? Yeah. Well, do you like the idea of going to the first showing of the day wearing a mask?
Yeah. I mean, I would always, most of the time when I would go in the early afternoon. So it wasn't.
So you were doing that anyway.
Yeah, I was doing that anyway. So it won't be much of a difference to me. And to be honest, I hate going like Friday evenings and Saturday evenings when it's crowded. It's much better when there's a smaller crowd. And normally when there's a smaller crowd, the people that are with you are usually cinephiles as well, so
that's nice.
They know how to behave.
Also, going to the movies in Europe is very different than going to the United States. You guys are generally pretty quiet.
Yes, I mean I've been to obviously I've been to the movie theater in the States, and it's a different feeling. I think in the States it's more of an event. I think people they join in with the movie. They cheer and stuff, and they're very much involved with the experience of going to the movies. But here it's more of just a quiet time to quiet down and to just enjoy the film.
Yeah.
So it's different, but yeah, I think sometimes it's better to just have a quiet theater and where you can enjoy the film without any noise.
Well, before we go, I think you're in a really interesting position to recommend books to us.
Yes. I think I've been reading a few books. I started reading the new Hunger Games book.
How is it?
I haven't gone far into it, but it's quite big. I'm not sure how. I can't really recommend it because I've only read a couple pages. But in terms of a good read, well, I know that you've recommended Saga before, and that one is the comic book Saga.
Oh yeah, it's great, right?
I think that would be a really good one to.
And there's so much of it. You can really read a lot.
Yeah, it would be difficult to make it to adapt into a TV show, but I think it would be really good because it's a really good story.
I think it would be worth it.
Yeah, I think so too.
Well, let me ask you this: do you read digital or physical books?
So I normally read digital just because there are comic book stores, but they're not around.
Yeah.
Sorry, in terms of comics. So I read digital most of the time. If I really like the comic, I'll buy it physical. With books, I'll normally buy a physical copy, just because I have a Kindle, so I do read it digitally sometimes, but I prefer the physical book.
Well, especially because you know how much work goes into it.
Yeah. I mean, the price point is lower with digital books, but because of how much, I mean, it just feels different when you're holding the book and when you see it in your shelf. It's just a different feeling that you get, and I think a lot of like readers that read novels understand that more than comic book readers.
That's awesome.
Which I get. I mean, with comic books, it's a bit different, but still, I think I prefer physical, both the comics and the novels as well.
If anybody's interested in doing what you do, what's the field of study called?
So you don't really have to go to school to go into publishing. I think you just really have to. I think it's like what you said. The way that I got into it is, well, I went to school, but because I went to school, I studied a master's in publishing. I got an internship through my master's. So I think the best way is to find internships. Try and connect with people that work in the industry to give you opportunities with internships. I think internships is the best way. I think it's a lot like the film industry. You just have to get into internships, and then as you build up your experience, you'll be able to.
Yeah, that's why I think it's so important that we protect internships, because they really are the way to get into any business.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, let me say bye to you. Hold on, I want to say bye.
Okay.
Bye! It was so nice to meet you. I always see your name, Portis2. I always see it, and I always appreciate your comments. You're always so much fun, but now I'll know who you are. So that was great.
Thank you so much for having me, Tara.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Stay safe, okay? All right, bye.
Bye.
See, you guys are all sweethearts. It's ridiculous. You guys are the nicest people ever. All right, so Tari, I see that you just joined. Tari, the stream is just ending. Tari, do you have a question you want to ask me or anything? I'll give you a moment to say. Oh, Tari just says hi. Hi, thanks everybody. So Tari, if you want to ask me a question, I'll answer it since you just joined. And then I gotta head out and start working on Movie Math. There will be a stream tomorrow. Streaming schedule is back on track. Mondays, Tuesdays, and Fridays. Sorry, don't worry. I'll give you a moment. If you don't think of something, we'll just see you tomorrow. But I just want to give you a moment since you just joined. If you want to ask me anything. Just give you a moment. No pressure though. Oh, there, great. Thanks. I want to know about Blackhawks and Sandman. Could in-development DC shows and films go to HBO Max? That's a great question, Tari. I think that Sandman definitely maybe could, although the cast they were able to assemble for that audiobook would be, I think, movie level. But I think that for Blackhawks, it depends. If Steven Spielberg stays attached, I don't think he's going to want to do a television show. I think that'll probably stay as a movie. But I think that anything could go anywhere, probably at this point. Just like Disney is developing things, and they might put it on Disney Plus, they might put it on a movie. I think they have to see how it comes together, and just so I think these are all now considered options for these properties. And then for Sandman, it would be simultaneous on HBO Max and Netflix. Now, HBO Max is going to want their stuff to say, specific to their streaming service to make sure that you subscribe. So I don't see that happening. That's a great question, Tari, and welcome to being a member. Oh, Ariel, I hope it works next week too. You can try DMing me, and we can maybe try and figure it out. Or if you DM me, maybe I'll give you my name, and then you could say hi to me, and then we'll have a connection that way. But I just we'll figure out, Ariel, for next week. All right, everybody, thank you so much for joining me. Movie Math later today, and of course, programming all week. See you soon. Bye. Next stream will be tomorrow at 4 o'clock, around that time. Bye.